Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. In meeting 11 of research methodology, especially for the qualitative research methodology in ELT, we will talk about narrative inquiry research method. Definition: narrative inquiry is a research approach that focuses on understanding individuals' experiences and the meaning they derived from those experiences through storytelling. In the field of English language teaching (ELT), narrative inquiry has gained significance as a valuable research method for exploring the lived experiences of language learners, teachers, and other stakeholders. Narrative inquiry in ELT involves collecting and analyzing personal narratives or stories to gain insights into various aspects of language learning and teaching. It recognizes the importance of individual voices and subjective experiences in understanding the complex nature of language learning processes and classroom dynamics. By engaging with narratives, researchers aim to uncover the multifaceted nature of language learning experiences and the factors that shape learners' and teachers' identities, beliefs, and practices. Key characteristics. Number one, storytelling. Narrative inquiry focuses on collecting and analyzing stories shared by language learners, teachers, and other participants in the educational context. These stories can take the form of written narratives, interviews, reflective journals, or other narrative-based data. Number two, meaning making. Narrative inquiry seeks to understand the meaning individuals attribute to their experiences. Researchers explore how language learners and teachers interpret their encounters, make sense of their emotions, and construct their identities in relation to language learning and teaching. Number three, contextual understanding. Narrative inquiry emphasizes the significance of context in shaping individuals' experiences. Researchers analyze the social, cultural, and institutional factors that influence language learning and teaching processes, aiming to capture the rich contextual nuances within participants' narratives. Number four, reflexivity. Narrative inquiry recognizes the researcher's role in shaping the research process. Researchers reflect on their own assumptions, biases, and subjectivities, acknowledging their influence on the interpretation of data. Reflexivity enhances the rigor and transparency of narrative inquiry research. Number five, participant collaboration. Narrative inquiry often involves collaborative approaches, where researchers work closely with participants to co-construct narratives and make meaning together. This collaborative process empowers participants, allows for multiple perspectives, and ensures ethical considerations are addressed. The application of narrative inquiry. Application of narrative inquiry in ELT can be diverse. Some research areas where narrative inquiry has been employed include language learner identity, exploring how language learners construct their identities through language learning experiences, including factors like cultural, social, and educational influences. Teacher development, investigating the professional growth of language teachers, examining the narratives of their experiences, challenges, and transformative moments. Number three, classroom practices. Examining the narratives of teachers and students to understand the dynamics of classroom interactions, instructional strategies, and the impact of teaching approaches on language learning outcomes. Intercultural communication. Investigating how individuals navigate intercultural encounters, exploring narratives of cultural experiences, misunderstandings, and negotiation of meaning. By employing narrative inquiry, ELT researchers gain a deeper understanding of the lived experiences and complexities within language learning and teaching contexts. It allows for a more holistic and nuanced perspective, highlighting the importance of personal narratives in shaping educational practices and policies. Example 1. The title Exploring Language Learner Identity Through Narrative Inquiry, a case study. Abstract. This qualitative case study employs narrative inquiry as a research approach to delve into the complex nature of language learner identity. The study aims to understand how language learners construct their identities in the context of English language learning. Through in-depth interviews and the collection of personal narratives, the research investigates the experiences, beliefs, and challenges that shape the participants' identities. The findings highlight that the multifaceted nature of identity construction and shed light on the influential factors such as cultural background, educational experiences, and interaction with peers and teachers. The study contributes to the field of ELT by emphasizing the significance of individual voices and subjective experiences in understanding language learner identity. Introduction. The introduction provides an overview of the significance of understanding language learner identity and the role of narrative inquiry in exploring this aspect. It highlights the gaps in existing research and establishes the purpose and objectives of the study. Literature review. The literature review section provides a comprehensive review of relevant theoretical frameworks and previous research on language learner identity and narrative inquiry in ELT. It discusses key concepts such as social identity theory, investment theory, and narrative approaches to research. Methodology. The methodology section describes the research design participants, data collection procedures, and data analysis methods employed in the study. It explains how narrative inquiry was used to elicit and analyze personal narratives and how themes and patterns were identified within the data. Findings. The findings section presents the result of the analysis, showcasing the narratives and experiences of the language learners. It discusses the emerging themes and patterns, illustrating how language learner identity is constructed and negotiated through various interaction and experiences. Discussion. The discussion section interprets the findings in light of research objectives and relevant theoretical frameworks. It explores the implication of the study and discusses the practical implications for language teaching and learning contexts. It also addresses the limitation of the study and suggests direction for future research. Conclusion. The conclusion summarizes the main findings, highlights the significance of narrative inquiry in understanding language learner identity, and provides a reflection on the contribution of the study to the field of ELT. It emphasizes the importance of individual narratives and subjective experiences in shaping language learning experiences and identities. Example 2, the title Teacher Development Journeys, Unveiling Transformative Moments Through Narrative Inquiry. The abstract, the introduction, the literature review, methodology, findings, discussion, conclusion. Instruments used in narrative inquiry: interviews, written narratives, field notes, documents and artifacts, audio and video recordings, reflective journals, data analysis tools. Types of analysis used in narrative inquiry: thematic analysis, structural analysis, dialogical analysis, discourse analysis, narrative identity analysis, performative analysis, reflexive analysis. Example of research findings: language learner identity. Example 2, teacher development. Example 3, classroom practices. Example 4, intercultural communication. Thank you.